Okay, wait, Muck. I'm looking at it right now. Are you okay with me showing yours on stream, or do you want me to just look at it, like, not shown on stream while I look? Because I'm gonna look. I'm curious. I want to see. They call me the nosy demon. Are you on Team Tragedy? Wait, oh my god, your style is so cute. Oh my god. Oh my god, wait, no, this is definitely your account. Oh my god, because it's a stage. I remember you showing us the stage. That's so cool. Pause, I'm like looking at all these right now. I know you guys can't see, but I can see. And that's what matters. Oh, the fire animation is so cool. That's sick as fuck. I'm so sorry, chat. I know I'm looking and you guys can't see. But that's really cool. I also just realized I forgot to set up the PNG tuber. So give me 1 second to set up the PNG tuber. Oh gosh, I just got a DM from P-Porp. Mr. Porp. Mixed Porp. Mixed Porp, what happened? Okay. P-Porp's scaring me. P-Porp just said I misread the vibes with my song request. P-Porp and I were hanging out and our friend set a stream earlier. And I was being given songs to queue up. Because I was on a jam with Seta. P-Porp, what did you make me queue? I didn't even look. Guys, I'm scared. What did you make me queue, P-Porp? Oh gosh. If Seta pulls up at any point, I'm gonna give Seta a jam so they can get back at me. Because, chat, for context, let me go find a playlist and let me just, yeah. I'm gonna show you guys what I was queuing up, the type of stuff. Hi, Kiwi. Oh, I'm normal. Come on. Come on. There we go. Hi, chat. This is the attack I've been working on. I'm really bad at doing side swept bangs. I've been trying to figure this out to make it look good. That's like the closest I've gotten. Hang on, I'm gonna find another song skew. Hang on, let me DM Seta about this song. Okay, well now I can't just go back to the songs I had playing before. These are all sad songs. I just had like... Fuck, I need to find it. Okay, hang on. Let's go back to that 2010s playlist. Where's that one 2010s playlist? Where's the 2010s? Here, hang out. This is actually kind of good. This works. We'll do this playlist. Yeah, this is good. This works. Team I have ever played with in my life. What do you mean, like, how do you do the line structure body? Also, hang on. Let me show you guys the attack I did off screen. I attacked my dear friend. Oh, pause. You guys can't see it. Sorry. I attacked my dear friend 2Fion. And did Maze Fee. I low-key... This wasn't the original reference image I had up right here. I had a different one up, and only when I pulled this one up to do colors did I realize how similar the poses looked. Then why don't you marry her? Ilana Rose, thanks so much for the follow. Hi. I'm so sorry to everything I subjected you guys to over at Seta's stream. I'm so sorry. Anybody rage quite as hard as you. If you're talking about, like, just, like, the guidelines, hang on, let me take a different color and different layer. 1 second. Any kind of support. What I usually do, technically I've been trying to get away from this. There's, depending on your style, a lot of people do like the circle, and then I just do like a cross, and then usually eyes are like a little bit below that, so like right about there. These are usually like where I do the bottom of the eyebrow, although I'm doing kind of low set eyebrows right now. Nose, I usually do a feeler. I just kind of get a feel for it. But you can also do a triangle for the eyes like this. And that'll get you a rough idea of where you want to put the nose, like right about here probably. Usually I do the chin first. I just kind of skipped it here, but yeah. That's how I guideline it. I'm not gonna be Mercy. I'm not gonna be any kind of support. And it's all your fault. I really hate how this bang looks, actually. I really need to fix this. It's actually pissing me off. I'm, oh my god. Losing, and it's all your how this game works. Anyway, sorry, let me catch my chat. Hi, Swag! Let me catch my chat really quick. I'm so sorry. Hi, guys. Hi, Leia. Hello, Muck. Hello, Cycrum. Hello, Vampire. Hello, hang on, Kiwi. Hello, Preds. Hello, Hiboinga. Hello, Marv. I'm so happy about Hades Town. I have not seen it yet, but I'm so excited too. Hello, everybody. I hope we are all doing so freaking amazing. And hello, Swag. Hi. Yeah, I'm not a Pixel person. I don't know. I wouldn't be able to like help you that much with Pixel. You seem to replay. Whenever I do side flippings, I always imagine them like they cover the face a little bit. I think that's probably why this is throwing me off, though. I haven't done, like, the little, like, guidelines on the... Well, not the guidelines, but, like, I haven't done... It's also kind of low. The bangs are kind of low. That's probably why it's throwing me off. If I start, like, right here, right? Yeah, I just didn't do, like, where the hair starts. Because it's not often that hair just goes straight down like that. There's usually, like, a little bump to it. Everyone can see. There we go. I low-key haven't touched this sketch in, like, I think a week and a half. I was just kind of doing it off screen while I was watching stuff. Cry, baby, so you let through your tears. Ba-da-ba-da-ba. Just let them cry. Hang on, actually, let me fix this one again. This is still bugging me. Hang on, I need to fix this side. This is bugging me so much. Oh my gosh. I get too picky about how certain things look. Oh my god. Okay, hang on. Of a kind and no one understands. I really want her to redo the hair. I'm just gonna redo the whole hair. This is bugging me. Hang on. I'm so sorry to the eyebrows. I did this all in one layer because I'm stupid and I'm an idiot. But it's okay. Nope. Where everyone can see. No, Artfight has been so fun this year. I wish I had like done more. There are so many times where I could have done an Artfight stream and been working on stuff, and I didn't. And I was like reading or I was like playing a Pokemon game instead. And I kind of regret not streaming during those times or like drawing during those times. I also made the mistake of, with a friend, making OCs during this period of time. And I got really fixated on those OCs for a while. And they were kind of like all I really wanted to draw for a little bit. And I could not like get myself to do any Artfight because of that. But it's okay. I might show you guys some sketches of them in a little bit, because I do have them in my actual sketchbook. Cry, baby, but you don't fucking care. Let's see, that goes like this. Because the hair would kind of come around like here, like this way. Like, it would be leaning this way, because this character is leaning right now. Tears fall to the ground. There we go. That looks a lot better to me. I like that quite a lot. I like that a lot better, actually. Okay, there we go. Would you guys, by the way, like, once Artfight is finished, would you guys be interested in more, like, art streams like this? Because I feel like it could be a fun way to hold myself accountable every now and then whenever I want to draw. To, like, actually drawing, like, more consistently. Not sure how often these would happen, especially once I start the school semester. But just in general. Hi, Nick! Here, hang on. You don't do Artfight, but you're an actual hell right now. Ironing your black dress so you can form a full... Oh my god, I'm so sorry. Oh my gosh. You just, like, put the horrors, the fear of the horrors in my my head right now. I remember back when I was in band, when we'd have to do outside performances and, like, is my mic quiet? My mic's always been quiet. I don't know why. She's been really quiet lately. She's just having a moment. Sorry, I wanted to chug my soda really quick. Here, let me actually get my sketchbook really fast. Let me find a good page to show you guys. My biggest issue with sketchbooks is that I commit to them. Which might sound stupid, right? Like, what do you mean your biggest issue is that you commit to your sketchbooks? Chat, allow me to elaborate. This sketchbook is not good quality to the point that my, like, pencil keeps smudging on paper, like, pages back and forth. And I'm too committed to it to give up on it. Hang on. I'm so sorry. We're gonna turn to chatting. Hang on. Actually, let me just... No, I don't want to face cam right now, but I will turn my face cam on just so I can show you guys the art really quick. Hang on. This is one page. Me and one of my friends made pyridoses. I love her. Her name is Ophelia. I don't know why this won't center. There we go. Her name is Ophelia. She is so very special to me. I adore her so much. Big fluffy ponytail. Braids, like, in the front with little feathers attached. Feathers attached to the ponytail. I really liked this pose. I did it at work the other day, because I got bored. And I didn't really have much to do. There we go. I like the shading I did, especially at the stomach. I was really proud of the shading I did at the stomach. You can't see it very well, but I really liked it. Okay, let me turn this back to art. There we go. I don't want to leak my friend's OC without their permission. But yeah, I was initially just doing a pose practice, and then I was like, I really want to draw Leah while I do this, so... I feel like it's so weird looking at that and looking at my style when I do, like, very zoomed in drawings. I prefer to draw, like, really small, like, kind of zoomed out like that. So it always feels, like, really weird to me whenever I'm doing, like, I think that's one of my biggest art sins. I always draw kind of really small. So whenever I'm drawing, like, not small like this, when it's, like, kind of zoomed in on the face, I feel like everything looks really awkward. When I'm drawing small, I can hide my sins. When I'm drawing bigger, I cannot hide my sins as well. There we go. That's kind of cutesy. Let me, like, double check this. I made the shoulders so blocky. And I, honest to God, cannot even tell you why. I don't know why I made them so blocky. Oh my gosh, wait, there's a Procreate brush I wanted to download. Dang it, I forgot about that. I found a, like, Procreate brush that has, like, the mossy vibe that I've been wanting. And I just kind of forgot to download it. Dang it. Oh well. I really want to try to, like, use that as my sketch brush in the future once I download it. I'll remember eventually. I'm not going to download it on stream. That would be very stupid and not smart of me. Hashtag internet safety, guys. Maybe I'm just being, like, crazy egotistical, guys. Maybe I just have, like, a really inflated view of myself. But I think we need to do, like, a class on internet safety, because there's so many people who have been getting caught by the Discord scams that, like, take your entire account. And you know what? Maybe they're just evolving. Maybe the Discord scammers are just evolving, and they've actually got, like, crazy, like, Death Note level intelligence strats that I'm not aware of, because I've never had one happen to me. But, like, I don't know. I feel like I'm generally pretty gullible, and I don't think I'd fall for them. Oh my god, we're blasting this shit. Freaking cupcake. And must you bring a boy? Time to write some poems. Don't be scared to show 'em. The festival's days away. You could help with baking or with banner making, and I'll walk home alone today. Maybe we're friends, maybe we're more. How could he love simple girl next door? I'm just not the type he's looking for. Yo, there's something I think I'd say. You seem kinda lonely. So I don't want to see Hori hanging around you. Just Monica, just Monica, just Monica. I need to work on my hands too. This is actually, I don't like how this looks. This is bugging me. This should not be out that way. It should come in more. Pause. We're fixing this too. Why does it look bad? I'm looking at my own hand. Give me 1 second. Hang on. My dress? What about me instead? And I can't get you out of my head. Can't help but blush. Where did I get this overwhelming crush? It's sharp as a knife and twice the rush. There's something I think you should know. I've never seen Yori so. And still kinda sweaty. Don't mind cutting to the chase. I'm in love with you. Right now. Sorry, we'll talk about internet safety in a second. I want to jam out to this. Just Monica, just Monica, just Monica. I never even, guys, it's now a time to say that I'm a fraud and I've never even played or watched like a playthrough of Doki Doki Literature Club. I just know what happens because there is so much like internet talk about it that I just kind of picked up the plot eventually. On our way. And just say here. Bow, bow, now, forever, 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 forever. Do I line this, guys? Be honest. Do I line this or do we just commit? This is technically line art. This is clean in my opinion. This is kind of cutesy. Okay, I'm turning the music back on. Sorry. I don't know why that, like, awoke something in me, bro. I heard it and I sat up so fast in my chair. I wish you guys could have seen that. I wish we were face camming for a second just so you could have seen, like, the genuine guttural reaction I had to hearing that song. But yeah. I don't know. Hang on, let me read up on chat now back about internet safety. Thank you, by the way, Joe. I love you. Dude, yeah, put the pixel art in the Discord at some point in time. The PNG tuber, we've had it for a long time. I've had it since before I was a facecam streamer. This used to be, like, what I would do. I don't know why my mic is so quiet. I can try to, like, turn it up, but, like, it won't turn up any more than I have it, I think. But what's it called? I've had it since before I was a facecam streamer. The issue is just once I became a facecam streamer, it kind of became obsolete, aside from, like, the little nighttime streams that I do, where I'm, like, I don't have makeup on, I don't want to do makeup right now, I kind of just want to sit and chill. So she kind of just exists now for these moments, and these kind of, like, streams. Whether it's actually... Preda, are you in chat? At Liquipip. I don't even know if you have the Twitch ping thing, come here. At Liquipip. This was your song. This was your song back then. Do you remember it, Preda Liquipip? This was your song. Speaking of the time before I was face revealed. I remember, like, early streaming days for me, actually. This was, like, one of Preda's favorite songs. And I was trying to learn it on guitar so hard. And I could never get it right. But I tried, and that's what matters. I can't listen to this song without thinking of Preda now. Planted seeds and we mow the lawn in bad weather. Being nice to a bitter boy like him. Just friend. Okay, hang on. For real, I'm gonna catch up on chat now. 1 second. Sorry. They call me the, you poked yourself. Oh my god, I love you, Preda. Okay, hang on. Let me catch up again. Sorry. You got scammed by it because you're too trusting when a scammer uses your friend's account? That's the thing. They all... Okay. Here's the thing. When they, like, change their strategy, I understand a little bit. But I feel like so many people keep getting caught by the same strategy right now. Like, the strategy that's been around for, like, almost a year of, like, hey, guys, my friend just built something on a Minecraft server. And I really want to surprise her with a video. Could you download this and then come on and so I can record your reaction? Like, that one's been around for so long, and it's still the one that I feel like is the main one going on right now. I don't know how people fall for that, because I feel like they use a copy and paste version of the same message, and everyone falls for it. Well, not everyone, but a lot of people fall for it, and, like, they lose everything. Guys, remember, even when your friends send you links to FA, don't click on links. Make sure you have the Discord pop-up thing where it's like, trust links from this site from now on so you can see the full URL and if it's fucking with you. 2FA. Make sure you have 2FA, everybody. That is my biggest one. Two-factor authentication will save your life. It saved mine. But yeah, I don't know. I think it's also, like, I don't know. I have so much that I can say. About the internet at this point in time that are, like, internet safety and not internet safety related. There's so much I can just generally say and yap about. But it's also, like, at the same time, I understand that, like, any opinion or statement that I have is coming completely from my own lens of, like, how I view the world. And it's obviously not applicable to everybody. Like, there's stuff that I know friends have fallen for. Like, not even internet safety stuff. Like, just IRL safety stuff. There's stuff that friends I know have fallen for where, like, in my head, I'm like, I could never imagine falling for that. And I think I'm, like, a pretty trusting person in general. But I think it also has to do with, like, worldview and, like, I guess the environment in which you've grown up into. That's what I've had explained it to me, because what's it called? Like, I've spoken to people who have, like, fallen for pyramid schemes, for example. And I was, like, baffled. I was like, I don't understand how you could have fallen for that. Like, if they were explaining it to me. And that, like, it's kind of just, like, it's, like, the mentality of, like, you know, back in, what's it called? You know, back, like, in, like, back in the old days, like, people wouldn't even lock their doors because they just trusted that their neighbors were good. I guess it's kind of like that. Like, if you grow up in, like, one of those areas where it's, like, everyone around you, like, you and your family just trust so implicitly, you just kind of naturally believe anything, I guess, anyone would tell you. I don't know. Maybe I'm just not as trusting as I think I am. Maybe that's also the problem. Let me lower the opacity on this layer. We're actually gonna ink this one. I'll do, like, an actual ink just because I feel like there's too many, like, uneven opacities on the bottom layer. Hang on, let me make that smoother. Nice. Hang on, let me catch up on chat again, sorry. There's also a server setting that makes it so mods have to have 2FA on. Ooh, that's smart. Oh, I did not mean to do that. I'm sorry. I didn't mean to pin that. My fault. Misclick. Yeah, that's true too. Your roommates keep the door propped open with a rock? Oh, hell no. Sorry. Oh, hell no. Like, don't get me wrong. Even now, I'd say I'm not, like, the safest person in the world. Like, I've lived in a really good neighborhood for most of my life. So I instinctively, sometimes I just, like, forget to lock the door. Because it's never been a concern for me where, like, I've ever run into a situation where I felt like I've, like, absolutely needed a locked door, if that makes sense. So sometimes I, like, still forget to lock the door to my house when I come in. Most of the time when I do this, to be fair, it's when my, like, the rest of my family is home. But regardless. When you visited a friend in a small college town, no one would lock their dorms? Yeah. I fear I would be one of those. Actually, no. I think okay. I think I would feel so unsettled or uncomfortable in general in a dorm environment that I would instinctively lock my door. I think I can trust that about myself, at least. Your bedroom door doesn't close properly? Oh, no. Another puzzle. Hang on. Let's try this again. I don't know where I am. There we go. Sorry. Every time, like, my hand, like, I rest it on my iPad, it makes things tweak out a little bit. And, like, do that whole, like, weird circle thing you guys are seeing, where it just, like, you know? There we go. It feels so crazy that July is almost over, by the way, guys. Like, side note. Does anyone else feel, like, crazy insane about that? It's so weird, because, like, on one hand, I feel like having my internship this summer has, like, made the summer go by fast. Like, not faster, slower for me. I feel like the summer has definitely been going by slower for me, right? But then at the same time, I'm like, oh my gosh, it does not feel like it's been that long. It sometimes feels like it's been a long time, and it hasn't. And it's throwing me off so bad right now. Does anyone else, like, experience that? Like, I feel like I'm starting to just generally, like, lose connection and track with time lately. Especially because, like, oh my gosh, this week has been throwing me off so bad, chat. I've thought we're, like, 1 to 2 days behind what we actually are. Like, I went to work on Wednesday fully thinking it was Tuesday. Like, full heart thinking it was Tuesday. And I've just felt like a whole day and a half behind this week, too. It's just so weird. I don't know how to explain it. I just feel, like, behind on time, if that makes sense. Things don't feel right. So hard from over. You hope you can finish one Artfight attack before the event ends at the start of August? You got that. You got that. They're on you. It's so weird. Like, genuinely, I feel like I've just spent so much of this week, like, feeling, like, out of time. Not out of time, but, like, disconnected from time. I don't know how to explain it other than that. It sounds, like, really bad when I feel like I say I feel disconnected from time. Like, I don't think it's, like, that dramatic. Because I feel like that makes it sound, like, really dramatic from me. But I don't know how else to explain it. I just don't feel, like, connected to time this week. You got this, vampire. You got that, twin. Oh my gosh, also, okay, sorry. I'm just, like, I'm in a really yappy mood tonight. Can you guys tell? What's it called? I started watching Attack on Titan. Obviously, if you're in the Discord, you've probably seen me talking about it a little bit. But I started watching Attack on Titan for the first time. I had a vow against watching it for a very long period of time. Because, what's it called? When I, like, for context, the reason I had a vow against watching it, the first time I ever got exposed to Attack on Titan was when I was 9 years old at my friend's house for, like, a play date. And she was, like, introducing me to anime for the first time. First time introduced to anime aside from Pokemon, because obviously I fucking love Pokemon. And she's talking to me about Attack on Titan and how much she loves it. And I'm like, okay, I'm down to watch it. I know nothing of this show. I don't know what I've just signed up to. So I'm like, yeah, okay, I'll watch it. Like, I'm interested. I'm always down to try something. And I really liked this girl. Like, I looked up to her. I thought she was really freaking awesome. She was really cool. She was one of the really artsy girls. And I really liked the really artsy girls. So I was like, yeah, fuck yeah, I'm down. No, obviously I didn't say fuck yeah. I didn't curse. I was like a fucking 9-year-old baby. I was a goody two-shoes, chat. But she puts it on. Everything is nice and fine as we go through the first episode. Core memory of mine is watching the mother get, like, I don't even give a fuck. This is spoilers. If you haven't watched it, it's spoilers. But, like, it doesn't matter. You'd see it in the first episode, so I don't really care. Core memory is watching the mother get picked up and just ripped in half in front of me. I remember feeling physically ill and having to leave the room because watching that made me genuinely feel physically sick. Little, like, 9-year-old me was not accustomed to gore, guys. I watched Wildcrats. That was it. I watched Wildcrats. Wildcrats and Dora the Explorer. That doesn't look right either. Lost along the way, lose my mind to a new identity. I quite enjoy ruining your day. Entropy. Hide. Little entropy. Entropy. Good enough. Bow, bow. But yeah. Genuinely, that scarred me. I remember walking back into the room being like, I don't want to watch that anymore. And so we watched Orange High School Host Club instead. And that was my first technical official introduction to anime. But just the experience of that being like my first introduction, watching a mother get ripped in half. I have, at like 9 years old, I have not been able to go back to Attack on Titan, despite how much people glaze it to me. And unfortunately, my dear friend Nominal Gravy is very well versed. Well, not unfortunately, fortunately, I guess, because I've actually really enjoyed Attack on Titan. My dear friend Nominal Gravy is very well versed in the art of peer pressure. And by that I mean he used FOMO. And by that I mean he didn't actually technically do anything at all. He just got some people together who wanted to watch it, and I really wanted to go hang out with my friends, and they were all watching it. And so I decided I was gonna stop being a baby right there and then, because I wanted to go hang out with my friends. So I got in the VC, and I sucked it up, and I watched it. And honestly, I've been really enjoying it. I don't know. I think it's really cool. The thing that I really like about Attack on Titan is, like, usually by this point, I'm at season 2, episode 6 right now. By this point in a show, especially in anime, I usually have the, like, lingering feeling that a few characters have been shafted in terms of their writing. I genuinely do not feel like that for any of the main cast of Attack on Titan right now, or the recurring cast. I do not feel like a single one of them has been shafted writing-wise. I feel like they've, like, a lot of the main recurring cast that we've gotten to see has gotten a time to, like, shine, or if they haven't, has been able to kind of have their writing and their characters show through in their moments really well anyways. So yeah. I've been really enjoying it. I cannot wait to keep watching it. I don't know when we're watching it next, because we have a group together, and we got really far ahead of some of the group who went to bed that one day. So they have to catch up. So I don't know when we're watching it next, but I am awaiting that day so very patiently, because oh my god, I want to watch it. I also rewatched Alien Stage recently, chat, with my dear friend Anpan. I love you, Anpan. Anpan's 100% not here, but Anpan, if you somehow hear this out there, I love you. I've been rewatching, I rewatched Alien Stage with Anpan, and we got a few other people into it. And it was really freaking awesome. I love Alien Stage. It's so good. Chat, for those of you who haven't watched Alien Stage, I do actually highly recommend it. And I do recommend, too, because it's a little hard to digest, like, just watching once. Either watch it multiple times, or this is the way that I kind of digested it when I was watching it for the first time. I would watch the episode as it came out, because I was watching them as they came out from, like, episode 1. I would watch the episode as it came out, and then I'd go watch, like, a few different theory crafters, and see, like, their analysis of it, and see if they saw anything that I didn't notice, or, like, what they thought of certain things, and compare it to how I thought about it. And that kind of helped me piece together a lot of the plot from stuff that I might have missed, or that they picked up, or other people picked up. It's just so cool. I fucking love Alien Stage. It's such a cool piece of media. Even if the brains don't stay together. Chat. This will change how I feel about some of you. This will change my opinion of you guys. How do you feel about Luca from Alien Stage? Your answer will change my opinion of you. Keep this in mind. Because I have very strong feelings. Kiss forever. He pisses me off. He makes me so angry. He makes me so irrationally angry. He actually pisses me off so much. Chat, you have to understand. There's just like one frame that shows up for 1 second. Let me find my DMs with Ann Pan. I'm gonna download this and show this to you guys, because I need you to know how much he pisses me off. I was genuinely like, I only caught it on this rewatch with Ann Pan. But there's this one frame after he basically torments this guy where, like, hang on, let me upload this image. There's this one frame after he basically torments this guy where you just see him like this. And it's regrettably such a good frame. It's regrettably so good, but he's just sitting there trying not to laugh. Like, what the fuck is his problem? I am sick and tired of this guy. I have this saved now because it's such good reaction image potential, and it's quite literally saved under try not to laugh. He is pissing me off. Sorry, I had to get, like, out of my system. I will send that to you right now, Preta. Hang on. Where's your DMs? Let me send this to you. He's pissing me off. Hydrate? Bet. Hang on. I sent it to you, Preds. Also, I'm so sorry. Preta, I'm so sorry. I totally aired you. I've been doing this to so many people lately, and I feel really bad. What's it called? I keep checking people's DMs while I'm at work, and then telling myself, okay, I'm gonna reply to that or check that out once I'm off work. And then I forget once I'm off work. I've been doing this so much to people lately, and I actually feel so horrible. If any of my friends are in chat and I've ghosted you recently, this is why. I'm so sorry. I don't hate you. I'm just forgetful. And it completely slips my mind when I get home from work. I am but a forgetful girl. Fuck. I really love the syrup brush, chat. This brush just feels like, quite literally, it feels like syrup to me. It is so smooth, and whenever I do actually do line art, I love using this brush. It makes me very happy. Hang on, let me lock in really quick. Can I just share it in the Discord? Yeah, let me send it in the Discord. Hang on. Where is this? Media. I hate this motherfucker. There we go. Pissing me off. I put it in media in the Discord. My life's out on my knees. Where were you? So I'm following the map that leads to you. Then you can do. Following. Ah! There we go. Oh, you guys can't see anything. Ah, sorry, I forgot to put this back up. Here you go. You did as well? Bang. Now you guys get double the fuck-ass image. Oh, I hate him. But yeah, anyways, I highly recommend Alien Stage. I think it's really cool. I think it's a fun media to analyze, too. I remember one thing that, like, while we were showing some of the people we were showing, me and Anpan, we went into an episode and we had to preface going into the episode. By the way, guys, just for important and funny context for this episode, insert character is a raging lesbian. Given the episode, it actually does make it kind of funny. But yeah. Video game. It's all for you. I keep bumping my headphones like against my mic. I'm so sorry if you guys hear that. When there's a place on earth with you, things you wanna do. Bad boys, honey, is that true? It's better than I ever even knew. We go for two. Loving you. On a scale of roommates to lesbian flag color drip. Oh, it was insanely lesbian. Like, it was insanely lesbian. Like, I don't know how to, I don't know how else to categorize that. It was just, she is a raging lesbian. And it is so blatant in every episode she is in. That doesn't look right. Fuck me, dude. Anyways, what has everyone else been up to recently? What have you guys been doing with your weeks? What have y'all been up to? What has the vibe been? I'll tell you what I've been up to. I've been up to work. Watching Attack on Titan, and then I started playing not a ROM hack, but a Pokemon fan game called Pokemon Rejuvenation, so I've been playing that a little bit. Has anyone, on the side, has anyone heard of the, Fire Red Leaf Green .ips game? It's, like, another, like, Pokemon ROM hack that's been going around that people are, like, comparing to, like, Deltarune Weirdroot, basically. And it looks really cool. It's like a horror, almost, Pokemon game a little bit. I've seen stuff of it, and I'm kind of tempted to play it. But I want to finish the game I'm on right now, but the issue is the game I'm on I can only play from home, because I can only play it on my, like, home computer. Because there's not, like, a phone way to play it, so I couldn't download it on my, iOS, which sucks. I miss having one that I could play on my phone. I've also been reading Apothecary Diaries every now and then. When I'm on my lunch break at work, I'm reading Apothecary Diaries, usually. Things you wanna do. Like the light novels. The bad boys, honey, is that true? It's better than I ever even knew. For two. Loving you. Artfight, writing, and Secret Third Thing. I hope the Secret Third Thing is going awesome. Just Artfight, pretty much. Celebrating what you mentioned earlier. Hang on, let me just scroll up. I might have missed what you said earlier. Big news, you got your qualified. I told you. I told you you were gonna get it. I'm just saying. Hashtag quote me. Congratulations. That's so freaking awesome, dude. That's actually so sick. Congrats. But when I'm with my peeps. That's just not how perspective works, actually, I think. Pause. Monster high, monster high, monster high. Shy monster high, where she never dies. Fly monster high. Dracula stealing my heart. Fuck. That's just not how book perspective works. It's pissing me off. Yeah. With a smile. I give up. We're just gonna go with it. I'm just gonna go with it because that hand looks weird too, but it's pissing me off and I give up. Where the cool kids rule. Guys, what was your favorite Monster High movie? For all you Monster High watchers in chat, what was your favorite Monster High movie? Mine was the one with the cat. Catty Noir. I love you, Catty Noir. Freaking Boo York, bro. Amen. Catty Noir was such a diva. Hashtag obsessed. Don't be shy, Monster High. Playing card games, working on managing. Good job, proud of you. Don't starve together. Sit down and draw. I hope Witch Hat Atelier has been awesome, by the way, dude. Witch Hat Atelier, unironically, I want to credit Witch Hat Atelier with getting me my internship, even though it didn't. Because I remember there was this, like, one chapter that I had read, and I'm not going to say anything because I don't want to, like, spoil it, because I think it was a really cool moment. But I remember I read it, and I, like, there was a specific line in it that just stuck out so blatantly to me that it almost, like, changed a little bit how I mentally approach going about designing things in, like, design engineering. And I remember, like, reading it, like, right before I went into my job interview. And I remember, like, almost directly quoting that in my job interview. Okay, there we go. Hang on, I'm gonna mess with the color palette a little bit. We're gonna make it a little more alive. There we go. Crayon time! I love this crayon thing so much, chat. Hang on. Here we go. I was seeing features earlier today of stuff that's on, like, Clip Studio Paint. Chat, I'm so jealous of Clip Studio Paint. Like, how they can go about coloring with, like, certain lasso tools that just don't work in Procreate. I'm so jealous. It looked so cool and so quick. Oh, I'm jealous. Busy week, be busy. Amen. I get you. Ooh, what's Twisted Wonderland? Oh? I hope take care, Boinga! I hope that the Amazon order is really cool. I hope it is as awesome. Dude, no, you know what I recently learned, chat, that's so evil and so sad and so, like, tragic to me? Well, not tragic. It's like, I'm happy because it means I'm going to keep making money and I get more experience, and I do quite like my work environment and my job, but my internship is just going to go until the week before I go back to school. So my internship is going to go until the 21st, and then I start classes on the 24th. Which means I do not actually get a real week of summer break at all. Aside from technically TwitchCon. TwitchCon can be counted as a week of summer break, because I was on vacation. But also, in the long run, it's worth it, because I enjoy my job. And as long as they have stuff for me to do while I'm there, I'm happy. It's just a teensy tiny bit tragic at the same time. Me and the other mechanical intern who, not mechanical, she's not mechanical, but we are both mechanical engineering majors. We were talking about it a little bit today. And how it's like, it's a double-edged sword, because on one hand, more experience, we keep making money, we keep getting to like make connections and build trust. On the other hand, we don't get a summer. She's got it way worse than I do too, because she's doing classes too. She's been doing summer classes and the internship. So she'll do like 13-hour days where she'll go to classes and then come to internship for 8 hours with like weird hours. I don't know how she's doing that. I would be pissed off and tired and frustrated all the time. I would not do it well. And she is doing it with so much grace. I adore this girl. She is awesome. She is such a trooper, dude. When you party with us, you'd be falling in love. Oh, we're unforgettable. Bikinis on top. Tissues, hand soap, cut mat, craft knife. Amen. Women in STEM for real, bro. She's fucking tanking it out. We're like working on a game plan too for the end of the internship. We have an idea and a strategy to try to build a connection for our school with this like company too. So fingers crossed. Everybody cross your fingers for us if this works. We're hoping it does. Fingers crossed. Uh-oh. Bow now. But nothing comes close to the Golden Coast. Thank you for the follow, Nick. Falling in love. Wow. I appreciate it, twin. Hi, Ami. We're fighting. Bikinis on top. But yeah, it's been really freaking fun. As much as I love to complain, because God knows, we all know I love to complain. Like, let's establish that. Everybody here knows I like to complain. What's it called? As much as I like to complain, I've been really enjoying the internship in general. It's pretty awesome. It's just fun to learn more about my field. Hi, V. How are you doing? I do love to complain. This is very true. I'm not using the right... Yeah, that's why. I was wondering why that didn't have, like, the texture I wanted it to. Okay, this actually just feels too yellowy. I don't like how yellowy this feels. We're gonna mess with this more. That feels too pink. That feels right. Duke's bikinis on top. So hot, we'll melt your popsicles. Whoa. Fine, fresh, fierce, we got it on lock. No, you know what the other weird thing about having, like, okay, chat, this is gonna sound stupid. The other weird thing I've noticed, at least in my personal, like, life, about having a job, right? Because obviously, I've had a job before. I was a coach. But, like, it wasn't, like, a full-time job. The thing I've noticed about having a full-time job that's, like, odd to me is I have the most bizarre dreams. Like, when I was just doing school or when I was, like, coaching and doing school, I feel like I did not have weird dreams. I have the most bizarre freaking dreams. Like, now that I'm back, like, now that I have a job. I don't know why. I genuinely, for the life of me, cannot explain what is going on with it or why I have such odd dreams. I just have really odd dreams. Like, these past few nights, too, especially, I've had, like, crazy realistic dreams to where I'm, like, I don't clock that anything is wrong. It feels like this is genuinely something that's happening. And then I will snap awake in my bed and realize, oh, that was in fact not something real that was happening. Unironically, chat, I've sent this song to both Coda Smibbles and to my friend Squiddo, telling them that we need to do this in karaoke. We can relate to your determination. We monsters have our motivation. Go way back to the surface. The other sucky thing, I'm not gonna lie to you guys, about having a job is that I've had to turn down a lot of content opportunities because of it. I've gotten a lot of like content opportunities recently that have been really cool that I would have loved to say yes to, but I don't have the time right now. I don't have the time, and half the time there's stuff that's happening during weekdays too. So it's like I can't be there for weekday stuff, especially because I'm in PST. Like, if I was British or something, or European, it would be a different story, because most weekday stuff is in EST time, so I'd be done with work by the time that, like, it would be happening. But because I'm PST, it's like, I can't do anything. That's the other sucky part of having a job. Hashtag the unfortunate stuff nobody talks about when you get a job. No, that needs to be more saturated. I'm done with the joking. Sounds like someone's funny bone's broken. Can relate to your determination. I was dreaming that I was rolling down a wall, like how you could roll down a hill, but vertically and weirdly textured. I haven't had that dream before. That's a unique one. But yeah, I feel like I don't know. I feel like I've been having so many, like, really odd dreams that just... I don't even know how to describe it, to be completely honest to you. I don't even know how to explain, like, what's going on in my head during some of this shit, dude. Okay, sorry, let me look up again. I was really enjoying music for a second there. I still need to, one thing that I really want to, like, learn how to do better is shading. I feel like I don't really understand where shadows are supposed to go very well. And I just kind of vibe it out. Like, I just kind of guess, and if it feels right, it feels right. Which I feel like is not the way I should go about shading. I want to learn how to, like, pick it up better. For the trombone. Bow, 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 no, 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 no. We monsters have our motivation. Oh my god, I don't understand shading very well. I don't understand shadows. I want to, like, oh my god. This is, like, the kind of thing where, like, I wish I just had, like, 1 week of summer that was, like, actually, like, summer for me. So that I could just, like, sit and watch, like, tutorials and stuff like that on things I want to learn. Thank you for the follow, Syncubus. Welcome in. How are you doing? I think, like, right about here would be, like, collarbone area. Right about there looks right. And then right about here would be that little dip you have in, like, your neck. Nope, that's not right. Right about here would be the little dip in your neck, I think. Let me lower the opacity. Oh, it's this that's off. This should be a little more this way. Let me lower that too. And then let me fuck with this for a second. Let me lower the opacity. That looked wrong. That looked so weird. I'm like throwing myself off. I'm so baffled. I don't understand shading. This doesn't make sense to me. Like, I get the rough idea of how it should work, but I feel like I don't execute it well in practice. Hang on. I feel like there should be shadow around the edge here to emphasize the fact that this is in fact a 3D thing. Pause. Here we go. Your art fighting, it's looking good. Oh, thank you. I hope your art is going well. Awesome, too. What team are you on? Hi, Ryle. No, that's what I do. I vibe shade, bro. We talked about this before. I keep, like, saying it like it's vibe coding. Vibe coding is a completely different thing I've since learned. I did not realize vibe coding was just letting AI vibe it out. I thought vibe coding was like when you just fuck it, we ball code. And you just kind of, like, write it out. I've learned that that is not, in fact, what it is. Mystery? Dude, no. It's been crazy how much, what's it called? It's been so crazy how much comedy has been, like, dominating. Like, in terms of points. I did not realize they were gonna dominate that much. I feel like usually it's a little more, like, back and forth. I feel a little bad. I feel like I've been fumbling for my poor team. I gotta lock in more, bro. I haven't been locked. It's okay. I'm attacking someone on Mystery right now. I'm doing a service for my team. Tragedy. Tragedy members, if you're out there, I'm fighting, I promise. I haven't given up on the war effort. Yeah. Take the word from AI. Yeah, fuck AI. Amen. Dude, my poor freaking chat. Not really my poor freaking job, but also my poor freaking job. My boss, we have like an intern check-in every week, basically, on Fridays. Last Friday, I spent like 10 minutes of our intern check-in. I don't remember what my boss said to trigger it, but we were like talking about like ethics or something like that. And somehow like ethics of AI came up during that conversation. I had a 10-minute tangent where I was just actively the only one talking, going on about how much I hate AI, especially in education. Like, because don't get me wrong, and I'll give you guys the same tangent I gave them. AI is useful in specific situations. AI has no place in creative areas because it simply cannot be creative. Everything it does is built off of something that someone who is actually creative has done. AI is incapable of being creative. I am also very firm on the idea that AI should not be used as a search engine. That is just a waste. There are already existing search engines. You do not need to use ChatGPT as a search engine. That is just embarrassing. I think AI has beneficial use in, what's it called? I think AI has beneficial use in medicine. I think it can have beneficial uses in data science. But I still think a human needs to check over everything and an AI cannot make the decisions. Because you cannot trust AI to make decisions that involve people's lives. That needs to be made by an actual human. Not that people are always going to make the right choices. But I don't know. I don't think AI should be making choices. Like, choices based off stuff. I think it literally should just have the job of analysis and analyzing where humans cannot. Because AI will identify things better than people can. Like, for example, in medicine. That's my stance on AI. And I stand on that. I think AI should have never been something that was given to the general population. Because just as humanity, and this is the unfortunate truth of the matter, humanity will always take anything given to them that might make their life a little bit easier, and they will overuse it until they become reliant on it, because humanity is inherently lazy. And this is another thing that I stand on. Humanity is inherently lazy. That is not always a bad thing, But in this case, it's kind of becoming a bad thing. This is not looking right. We're redoing that. Like, I like how this side's shading looks. I want to fix this side. Let me make it show in chat. It made valid proof for something unsolved in math. Those checked by mathematicians. Yeah, I mean, like, don't get me wrong. Like, AI has uses in situations like this. I think it's just people are lazy and they're using it in not beneficial ways. They're using it in self-serving ways, which is where I think the issue is. I don't think AI should be used in self-serving manners. I think AI could be used to benefit people and to benefit humanity, but it shouldn't be used for like a fucking search engine. It shouldn't be used to generate like your logo. Like, that's just lazy. AI will never be able to have the intentionality that humanity does in art. And that's why it has no inherent place in art. To drive out of this insane. Sometimes I think I'm dead, 'cause I can feel ghosts and ghosts wrapping my head. Sleep just yet. I don't know. I'm very like I think my main thing is I'm incredibly anti AI in education. I think people are already too reliant on it in education. It's really embarrassing. Like, there's people who will go to jobs now and just use AI for the entire thing and actively feed company secrets to AI because they don't actually know how to think through the problem themselves, because they would just look it up on AI every time when they're in school instead of building the neural pathways they need to be able to actually do the job they're trying to do. His hair's a mess and he doesn't know who he is yet. But little do we know the star. Sorry. This is a tangent that I like am very easy like able to get on. I'm so sorry. No, I still wouldn't use AI to parents because it's setting such a bad precedent. No, yeah, it's like for example, I'm so confident. One of the professors I had in college, his tests are so insanely hard, but he does them online. And I'm so confident that the like reason that he doesn't realize they're so hard for his students and they're struggling is because half the class is using AI on them. So it's like it's not even a thing that's just screwing them over, but it's screwing other people over too. Because I'm sitting there fighting for my life every fucking exam, and then I'll finish it, and I'll go through like the scores after, and so many people have really high scores, and I'm like, dude, respectfully, there's just no fucking way. Like, there's just no way. If me and like 90% of the friends of mine that I'm speaking to in this class are fighting for our life on this exam, and then we look at the scores and we see people are getting like 90s, like most people are getting 90s. There's just no way. That has to be people using AI. It has to be. And like I'll go to the professor and he's like, well, everyone else is getting it, and I'm like, I don't think they are actually. I really don't. Like, not to be a smartass, not to act like I'm like crazy smart, and just because I don't get it doesn't mean other people don't. Like, means other people don't like can't get it. But I think something's going on here. I'm just saying. I'm suspicious. And you. Thank you, Bakugo Kirishima, my hero fan. Hello! Guys, I love Uraraka. Sorry. Every time I think about my hero, I think about her. I'm obsessed with her. Uraraka Ochako, how I love you. Hello! You like Denki? That is so real. He's probably one of my favorite of the male cast, of Class 1A. I really like him. I think he's a really cool character. I also just really fuck with his quirk. I think his quirk is really fun. But yeah, I don't know. I think it's just in general, it's so incredibly, like, disappointing how many. Because here's the thing, too. It's like, this is what people don't realize, especially when they're in, like, formative years, right? I promise I'll stop the, like, AI discussion after this. Especially in your formative years, what you do creates neural pathways. So if you're, like, sitting and you're, like, instinctively just going to AI for everything, you're creating that constant neural pathway rather than building the response to actually solve your own problems. And to figure out how to solve problems and be a problem solver. And that's the thing. In most career fields, there's not gonna always be a clear-cut right answer like you can get for homework, which is what you're using AI to do instead of, like, instead of building your, like, what's the word? This is what you're using AI to do instead of building your neural pathways to, like, problem solve and building that, like, what's it called? Instead of building those, like, oh my god, sorry, I'm, like, losing my words, fuck. Yeah, moral of the story, you're cutting yourself short, because it's, like, a lot of, maybe I'm biased, because I'm in engineering, and there's not always going to be a cut and dry correct answer in engineering. Sometimes you just have to find, like, most of the time you're gonna have to find your own solution. There's no cut and dry, like, clear answer. But, like, if you're sitting and trying to use AI to answer everything or solve everything, you're robbing yourself of the ability to actually problem solve and figure that out yourself, and you're gonna fail in whatever field you go into, and I stand on that. Yeah. I'm not portraying my thoughts the best right now, if you can't tell. But I hope the sentiment is getting across. Dude, I'm not gonna lie, there's so many, like, ships from My Hero that are really popular, it's crazy. Dude, that's so sick, I used to cosplay her, like, all the time. What's it called? I cosplayed Nejire Hado, Uraraka, and Suyu. Those were my main 3 that I did. I really liked them. I think I still have all the stuff, too, for all of them. I'm really proud of my Nejire wig. It was the first one that I, like, properly styled by doing, like, the tease and then hairspray method, where then, like, you brush it out and it's really puffed up. That was the first one I ever styled like that, and it turned out so cute and so cool, and I was really proud of the wig. I just haven't cosplayed in a long while. Sometimes I miss it, but then I'm like, I don't really have the time, and I don't really know what I'd do for it. I don't know. I never really got, like, horrendously into any of the My Hero ships, except for a little bit. I did quite like Togachako. I remember, like, sobbing my freaking eyes out. Take care, vampire! I remember sobbing my freaking eyes out so bad over the Togachako chapter, like, towards the end. Or not, like, just their whole fight. Sobbing my eyes out over the animated, like, once I had it animated. And then also, like, just in the manga when I read it for the first time. Like, the Do You Think I'm Cute? Bawled my eyes out. Day ruined. Life altered. Oh my god, I was obsessed. I love Uraraka, guys. I aspire to be like her. She is so incredibly everything to me. Sorry, I really like My Hero. Big enjoyer. What do you want me to call you, by the way, Bakugo Kirishima? What do you want me to call you? Let me add that right there. Hang on. Let's get, like, a cute pinky color. Actually, no, pause. Let me get, like, right here. Actually, okay, hang on. You know what we're gonna do? We're gonna do this. And then I'm gonna bring it over. And we're gonna go down a little bit. And then we're just gonna, like, lower the opacity a lot. And then very lightly go over with this. Fuck, that didn't look right. Make that a little bigger. There we go. Oh my god, I fucking love this song. You wish you could get the anime / shows very heavy, but you never could. That's fair. It's not everyone's style of, like, media. I fear I've always kind of been really into it. I was always, like, a really big, like, artsy kind of girl. Like, I really liked art, so I got really into, like, animated shows and stuff like that. Because of it. But also, I've had, like, a lot of friends who's just not their thing, and that's okay. It's just not everyone's thing. Can you feel it coming down? We're coming home now. We're coming home now. Okay, let's just do like a little bit extra line here. Like that. There we go. And then when I actually color the line art, we'll fix it up. And it'll look a lot better. Trust. Believe in the dream, everybody, please. For me. For my sanity. I need you to. It'll look good, I swear on everything. Ooh, what song? Yeah, it's scary how reliant people are becoming on AI. I'm just hoping that the AI bubble's going to pop. I am praying. Comes down. It's so weird to, like, think about how society shifts. Maybe I'm getting, like, really meta here, like, really deep. I don't know. Maybe I'm not getting really deep. Maybe I'm just, like, inflating my own ego. But it's interesting to think about how society, like, shifts. Because it's, like, in the Renaissance period, right? The arts were, like, everything. And the arts were such a core part of, like, curriculum and like, people wanted to, yeah. The arts were very respected, and now we're in a, like, day and age where, like, the sciences are, like, everything, and nobody really gives a fuck about art. And I feel like that also has something to do with, like, the very, like, big lack of empathy and understanding for one another that we're experiencing in the world right now. Because I feel like there's a very big, I don't know, this is something that I feel very, very strongly on. This is kind of what I was referencing a little bit when I was saying earlier, that I have a lot that I could talk about on the state of the internet right now. I feel like there's just a scary lack of empathy for people in the world and lack of willingness to understand. It's like everything people try to make very, very black and white. Like, X happened, oh, this means person is X, you know? I feel like people try to make everything very black and white, and it's really scary because my friends' differences in opinions and differences in, like, viewpoints is how we keep the world diverse. And don't get me wrong, there's some viewpoints that are just arguably wrong from an ethical standpoint. But I feel like people just love to, like, jump on shit, for lack of better words. If that makes sense. There's just a general lack of empathy and a lack of, like, willingness to understand someone else's viewpoints or somebody else's, like, where they're coming from. I feel like, in my humble personal opinion. I think it's just a sentiment that you never really expect. You don't think it's something that can happen until it happens to you. Or you don't think, like, a person's, like, how somebody reacts to things is a real reaction until it happens to you, and you realize that human emotion is very diverse, and how people process and react to things is never going to be perfect. This is definitely, like, references. I've just been seeing, like, so much shit of people, like, I've seen so many people beefing on Twitter this week. I'm not gonna lie to you. I haven't really kept up with what's been going on, because, for lack of better words, I have a job. And I'm busy with it, and I just passively see people, like, beefing. But I feel like there's just such a general, like, lack of empathy in the world, and it's kind of weird to me. Lack of media literacy, that's also really true. I feel like people don't, okay, I feel like people like things being baby bird fed to them now. And would I be crazy to say that this 100%, like, people liking things being baby bird fed to them now has something to do with the fact that schools are so, like, heavily pushing for people. They push for results, not for understanding, if that makes sense. Schools push for results and not understanding in many cases, which leads to a lot of kids being behind and instead just wanting people to tell them the answers rather than, like, searching for it themselves. AI also contributes to this. I cannot for the life of me figure out how I'm going to shade that hand, so I'm just going to leave it alone. Hashtag not my problem anymore. But yeah. Am I crazy for feeling that? Hashtag let me know. You get so much for both to be heavy. Yeah. I think it's like view from the top. Sorry, I totally forgot to cue that. I'm going to cue that right now. Preda Liquid Pip, if you're still in chat, friend, I'm going to, if I remember and I feel like it when I finish stream, I'm going to send you so many voice notes so I can rant about some of this stuff to you. Preda's like my number one bouncing board. Whenever I'm like unsure how I feel about something, I like send Preda voice message or I start messaging Preda about it so we can talk back and forth about it, because this is one thing I actually really enjoy. I really enjoy engaging in discourse, and like, by discourse I don't mean like fucking beef on Twitter or shit like that, because I feel like that's what discourse is taken to mean for a lot of people now. I mean discourse by like bouncing back and forth on people's views and like engaging in like conversation about stuff. I really fuck with like doing that so that I can learn how other people view things and like take into account other people's like points of view on things, because I feel like every topic can be very, very, very nuanced, and obviously impacted by how you've grown up and how you view the world. Because like I won't lie, I have a very comfortable living position right now. My parents have been able to provide for me very, very well in my life, and with that comes a lot of privilege for me. So I know that my viewpoints on stuff can be very skewed because I've grown up with like this kind of privilege like in my life. So I like engaging in like discourse and chatting about stuff with people, so that I can learn how like they view things given their worldview and their kind of like living point, if that makes sense. Hi, voice notes. Send it in the group text so you know Marvel has stuff to add to it. Okay. More of diversity. Yeah. You finally finished fixing the attack? Sleep well, Muck! Send the attack in the Discord so people can see. If you're okay with that. Because I want to see. Because I'm nosy. By people, I mean me. This goes for everyone, by the way. For all you artists out there, send your art in the Discord more. I like seeing people's art. I like seeing styles and different styles and stuff like that. I was doing a Gachiakata art style actually earlier. Not earlier, like a few days ago. I was doing a Gachiakata like art style study. I really like the Gachiakata style. I'm obsessed with it. I think the thing that like captivates me the most about the Gachiakata art style is what's it called? The thing that captivates me the most about the Gachiakata art style is how well they portray being 3D, if that makes sense. There's a lot of, like, manga styles where I feel like I can't always follow the fact, like, it very much just feels like it's something on a page, if that makes sense. But I really like the way that Gachiakata, like, shades, does their style, like, especially the eyes and the eyelashes. I really like how they do it, because it really kind of conveys that, like, 3D feel, if that makes sense. I just really like Gachiakata. I'm a Gachiakata glazer. Listening to other points of view is so important because everyone's unique and adorable. Exactly, yeah. I like learning. I like understanding how other people see the world. I really wanted to go into psychology for a while because I think, like, the way the human mind functions in the way different people experience the world is something that is so intrinsically, I think intrinsic is the right word, intrinsically interesting and captivating to me. And it's something that I would love to, like, devote my life to just learning about and, like, trying to even just scratch the surface. I find it so genuinely interesting to me. Guys, this character is so cutiful. Hang on. Let me find the user's, like, name. This character is so freaking cutiful. The longer I'm spending, like, coloring it, the more obsessed I am. This character is named Julia Shinnick. Oh my god, I cannot talk for the shit, like, life of me. Holy crap. Julia Shinnick by The Artful Stoppy on Artfight. Guys, I'm so obsessed. I am so obsessed. She's so cutiful. I really like her. I'm having so much fun drawing her, actually. She's like a fox hybrid wizard. I think it was like... Hang on, it's over here. Fire and Storm Witch. Not wizard, sorry. I'm a liar. She's so cutiful. I love her. I'm having such a fun time. She gives me, like, very Freckles vibes, but I don't see Freckles in the, like, thing, so I don't want to put on Freckles. You've had this song on repeat for the past 2 weeks. It's so good. This game, for the game this is to update for this song. Ooh. She is, right? Ugh, I think I'm also just, like, crazy obsessed with, like, red hair. I have always been obsessed with red hair. I remember my earliest OCs had either red or purple hair. I was actually talking with my friend Anpan, chat. Can you guys promise a no judgment zone if I tell you about some of my earliest OCs from when I was, like, 13? Can we promise it's a no judgment zone? I need y'all to say swear, like, right now. I'm crazy. Don't listen up. Save me. Girl, I am capable of everything. No judgment zone? Okay. No judgment zone. My, like, the earliest OCs I can remember that are not Warrior Cats OCs are a Fairy Tail and a Naruto OC, right? The Fairy Tail OC, I remember her name was, like, I was talking to my dear friend Anpan recently. Chat, I had the fattest crush on Laxus, like, from Fairy Tail. I had the fattest fucking crush on Laxus as a kid. And I stand on it, by the way. He is fine. Oh my god, sorry, I cannot get it. Oh my god. I loved Laxus from Fairy Tail. So, obviously, I shipped my OC with him, because, you know, who wouldn't? But I think, if I remember right, she was a sound dragon slayer. And, like, the concept was basically, like, she can kind of, like, weaponize sound waves, like, make them solid, and use them as weapons. So she could kind of, like, she could borderline, like, you would say, quote-unquote, like, fly by solidifying sound waves in the air around her and kind of, like, stepping on them. And I really loved her, and her name was Sora, because I was obsessed with Kingdom Hearts. So I named her after the Kingdom Hearts main character. And she had purple hair, and I loved her. And despite being the sound, like, Dragon Slayer and thriving in loud scenarios, because that's where there's, like, a bunch of sound waves, obviously, that she can use, like, really loud, strong sound waves, she quite enjoyed quiet and peacefulness. And so she, like, spent 90% of the time at the Fairy Tail Guild with like noise canceling headphones on, music blasting, and just tuning everything out. I freaking loved her. I was obsessed with her for so long. The other character that I very, very distinctly remember, and again, I need y'all to bear with me here. I was 13. Her name was like Akira Uzumaki. Obviously, you know, rite of passage is making an Uzumaki OC for Naruto. It's a rite of passage. You gotta do it. And yeah, of course, because, you know, again, quoting it, who didn't? I shipped her with Sasuke back then. Oh my god, I don't know if I have any art of her. I knew I used to draw her, like, all the time, but I don't know if I have my old sketchbooks. They might be lying around somewhere. I just don't know if I have, like, a drawing of her in any of them. But yeah, I used to have, like, really crazy Mary Sue OCs, and it's kind of embarrassing looking back on it, chat. But then again, like, every time I, like, look back on it, I'm like, oh my god. I have to remember, again, who didn't make a Mary OC, like, Mary Sue OC? Like, be real. Who hasn't? Everybody has at some point in their life. It is, again, a rite of passage. And it is okay. Don't care for him at all. They were basically both self-inserts anyway, so I get to fuck around a little bit. I get credit. I get passage. God forbid a girl's a little silly. Him to be all mine. I must escape before it's too late. Find a way to save the day. Hope I'll be lying when I say I don't fear that I may lose him to one who wants to use him, not care for love and cherish him each day. For I owe all of that room in my heart. Yeah, exactly. If they say they don't, chat, if anyone tries to tell you they haven't made a Mary Sue OC, they are lying to your face. That is not your friend. That is a fucking liar. I remember I used to make like a bunch of Danganronpa OCs too. That was my other big one. I really liked Danganronpa. I remember my main like OC for Danganronpa was like the Ultimate Theorist. I loved her. I'm still obsessed with her. She was a diva. The biggest liar. Literally, dude. Ever feel drifting through the wind, wanting to start again? Do you ever feel you just gotta ignite the light? I feel like I really need to, oh my god. I feel like I need to start coloring my sketches and stuff more. Because, like, one of the big things that I feel like I really don't do well with is, like, color theory and stuff like that. Like, I feel like I don't color very well. And I don't understand shading or anything like that very well. And I want to improve it. Oh, oh, oh. Hi. Oh, oops. Let me turn that up. There we go. Would love to follow me on Artfight. It's just vanity. It should be the same thing. Here, let me go get my link. I'll just put it in chat really quick. I'll pin it. A lot of my refs are ones that I, like, speed ran last year. They're a little rough. Here, there we go. Yay! Okay, there we go. Color theory is witchcraft. No, it is. It actually is. They made us perform that during summer camp. Dude, I remember me and my cousins. Oh my god. Me and my cousins, you know, like how people are always like, me and my best friend when I was a kid trying to convince our parents to have a sleepover. Me and my cousins did that shit. We would do that shit. We would like go out in the like the yard and we would like practice dances to convince our parents to like let our cousins stay a day longer or something like that. Genuine on demon time. And keep in mind too, the even funnier part of this chat, I was like the least coordinated kid in the world. I still am really uncoordinated. So like you had an uncoordinated as hell kid trying to do this shit. Brighter than the moon. Like I was doing interpretive dances. You. If you think my just dances are bad, chat, when we do just dance, it was so much worse. You don't know bad yet. Is there a firework just dance? There has to be, right? We should do firework just dance sometime. Oh, oh, boom, boom, boom. Moon, moon, moon. Hang on, we gotta blast this shit. Ready? I'm a fireball. Fireball. I conquered, I came. Oh. I'm on fire. I'm on fire. I'm on fire. I'm on fire. Fireball. Fireball. Sorry, I'm getting like locked in now. I'm going quiet because I'm getting like crazy locked on this. I'm on fire. Fire. Yeah. I'm on fire. Fireball. We're taking it down. We're taking it down. Hang on, let's grab this. Let's bring it over this way, make it a little more orange. And we'll do that for the ear fluff. Yeah, there we go. We're bringing it back. We're bringing it back. Fireball. Ba-dum bum ba-dum bum. Ba-da-ba-ba-da-ba. Ba-ba-da-ba-ba-da-ba. Ba-da-ba-ba-dum bum. Bum ba-dum bum ba-dum bum. Ba-da-ba-ba-da-bum. Bum ba-da-ba-ba-dum bum. Ba-da-ba-ba-dum bum. Powerful Woman by Pitbull and Dolly Parton. I got you. By Pitbull and Dolly. There we go. There we go. There we go. You think you're done with your attack? You did such lazy rendering? Wait, send me a picture. I want to see. Here we go. Gosh. I love Artfight. I just wish I was not eternally busy. I like keep thinking about it. I wish I had done so many more attacks and art streams. I just fear I'm the eternally busy demon. It's really rough out here, chat. It's so rough out here. I try to avoid being busy. I tell myself this year I'm gonna take on less responsibilities, and I don't avoid it, chat. Never trust me when I say that, because God knows it's not true. It is coming together. She's so cutieful. I love her. I'm actually having so much fun drawing this character, guys. You don't understand. She's so cutieful to me. She's so cutieful to me. I love her. I'm getting so attached as we draw her. 2, 5. Anti-Believer by Shiny, I got you. Can all chatters wish Ami thoughts and prayers, by the way? And by Ami, I mean companies. Ami's been fighting for their life in Hollow Knight recently. But they're not gonna give up, Ami. That's right. You're not gonna give up, Ami. You can't escape, Ami. You gotta finish it. I'm putting you on blast publicly now. You gotta finish it, Ami. You love getting attached to the characters you attach. It's so fun. I don't even fully know this character's lore. Hang on, we're gonna pull it up. We're gonna pull up their page again. Let me find this. Where is this person's page? Where are you? Where are you? And I'm so sorry. Here we go. They are 25, a fox hybrid with light green eyes, medium ginger hair, librarian witch. Oh, they don't have their lore up. Oh, man. Dang it. You beat the Trial of Conquerors? Which one was that? Was that level 1, 2, or 3? Are you gonna beat level 3 on me? Have you beat level 3? Ami was messaging me last night, guys. Like, I'm putting Ami on blast right now. They were messaging me last night about how they were quitting Hollow Knight for 2 weeks because they were getting so pissed off. I found it very amusing and understandable, to be totally honest. Understandable crash out, TBH. Oh, I low-key forgot to draw a shoulder. Huh. I tried level 3 and decided you couldn't do it again so soon. Understandable. Level 3, I think, genuinely. Chat, I don't know if you guys remember when we were playing Hollow Knight and the horrors I went through on the fucking stage 3 of that Coliseum. But oh my god, chat. I think I genuinely had some nightmares about that Coliseum. It had me tweaking out. I was so pissed off. It took us, like, I think 10 streams to beat it. And then the time that we finally beat it was literally, like, one night I decided I want to play a little bit of Hollow Knight. I want to play a little bit of Coliseum for some godforsaken reason. And then I think I, like, second tried it that night. Pick it up, but don't choke. Bam, bam, bam. There we go. That's cutesy. I need to actually, let's bring the light, like, right up to there. Bang. You need to finish Hollow Knight sometime? You got that. Finish that. What's your charm setup on me? A little more saturated brown. It's a little too saturated. Pause. Unlocked. I think that looks right. That looks right. Hang on. There we go. I like that one. There we go. Yay! Long Nail, Soul Catcher, Quick Slash, Unbreakable Heart. Ooh, wait, which one's Unbreakable Heart? I don't remember. Do I have any more water in my water bottle? Chat, I've been staying so locked in on actually staying hydrated. I'm actually, like, so proud of myself for it. Genuinely, it's a miracle what just keeping a water bottle, like an easy access water bottle, like right by your workspace does for you. whenever I find myself bored or like starting to slip out of focus, I just start. I've made the resolve to just like drink a little bit of water, and it's been doing miracles for me. I'm so hydrated, chat. Dun dun. There we go. And then we just need to do the book pretty much in the mouth. Oh, we can see it's. Oh yeah. I remember. They call me the Rememberer. What is this song? 1,000 Doors, Spooky's Jump Scare Mansion. I don't know what this is. We're skipping it. My Singing Monsters. We're skipping it. Okay, we can keep this on. We can go with the gray book. Let's use the gray book again. I want to do a warmer gray, though. That's too cold of a gray. I still want to go a little warmer. Oh, wait. I'm not even, like, full opacity right now. Pause. Okay. Okay, we'll use that gray. I'm gonna make it a little lighter now, too. There we go. Right about here. That works. This is more like a reddish gray, but it's okay. We're going with the reddish gray, because I think it's cool. Rule number 1. Okay, low-key chat. I need everyone to fess up and be so honest with me right now. How many of you guys jammed the fuck out to this song as a kid? Because I did. I was obsessed. Rule number 2 is don't get too attached to somebody you could lose. So let me tell you, this is how to be a heartbreaker. Boys, they like a little danger. We'll get 'em falling for a stranger. A player singing I love you. I love this song. I used to be so obsessed. We'll get 'em falling for a stranger. A player singing I love you. At least I think I do. But But 3, wear your heart on your sleeve. Literally one of the most Gacha Life songs ever. Dude, oh my god. How many of you guys... Okay, I was never that much of a Gacha Life kid, but I was an AMV kid. Like, I would watch AMVs of animes I hadn't even watched, chat. I just loved animated music videos. Or, like, anime music videos. I was obsessed. Breaker. I was also, like, really obsessed with Warrior Cat maps. I freaking loved the Warrior Cat maps. Stranger, a player singing I love you. Singing I love you. Girls, we do whatever it will take. Girls, we don't want our hearts to break into. You just finished a hefty attack? Hey, post it in the Discord, dude. I want to see. They call me the nosy demon. I like seeing people's art. Guys, this is a real test of like how deep in it you were when you were younger. How do you feel about Angel with a shotgun? How do we feel about Angel with a shotgun? Singing I love you. You get me, Ryle. Stranger, a player, singing I love you. Till the war's done. Wait, is there a Nightcore version on Spotify? Okay. I think I found a Nightcore version. Media, I think we do. Oh, hang on. Let me open the Discord, actually. I don't remember. There should be an art channel. Yeah, there is an art channel. Bang! Okay. Guys, I'm so excited to go open that art channel after stream. The shotgun. Hang on. We're speeding this up. Won't take me back. Dude, I want to live, not just survive, was such like the line when I was like in middle school. That was like the line to me, chat. No, what you're fighting for. Oh wait, that's a little too tan. Pause. Bring it up more. We need the enamel color, y'all. The color you get when you don't, like, floss your teeth enough. That kind of, like, tooth shade. Because that's the most distinctive tooth shade, I feel like. Not quite white, but ivory. That's the right word. With a shotgun, fighting till the last one. Take me back. Wanna live, not just survive. Wait, that needs to be like slightly lighter color. There we go. Okay, now here's the fun part. We color the line art. You ready for this? You ready for my super ultra clipping mask strategy, chat? Ready? Oh, we're clipping it. Oh, yes. Uh-oh, my opacity's low. Oh, we're clipping it. Oh, yes. Time is an illusion that helps things make sense. So we're always living in the present tense. Okay, fuck, I was early. Makes sense. So we're always living in the present tense. It seems unforgiving when a good thing ends. But you and I will always be back then. I can't wait to see it. Hi, Carmen. It's going well. I'm having a good time. I'm really attached to this character we're drawing. She is so cutieful to me. I love her. She is so cutieful to me. I love her so much. It happens, happening happens, will happen, happening happens, and will happen again and again, 'cause you and I will always be back then. If it were some amazing force outside of time to take it back to words. Pictures all the while, so that we can sing it all. It would look like will happen, happening happen, will happen, happening happen, and will happen again and again, 'cause you and I will always be back then. You and I will always be back then. That's why. Oh, fuck. This time. That's why you and I will always be best friends. Hello, Before B. Thanks for the follow. Welcome in. How are you doing? We are currently working on Artfight. Hashtag Team Tragedy. I've finally woken up from my slumber. I'm back to war. I'm joining the fight against comedy. We must unite and take down comedy. They've reigned supreme for too long. No boundary in boredom. I can tell that your creeping eye is never open. We'll die and I hate coping. And see you're okay. I used to chat. I used to loop Jack Stauber compilations whenever I was trying to go to sleep. That genuinely used to be my going to sleep music. That, and then Bo Burnham was my going to sleep music for a period of time too. I was a really big Bo Burnham girly for a while. And then MXM Toon. After him, it was MXM Toon. Toon unto about boundary boredom. Eye is never open, and I hate coping. But go back outside and see you're okay. Guys, I want to watch more Attack on Titan. I can't even watch more Attack on Titan is the worst part, because I'm watching it with a group, and I'm too committed to watching it with this group. Like, they waited for me to catch up after I missed a session because I had work. And now I'm like, I can't. I have to watch with this group. They waited for me to catch up. That is like the sweetest thing someone could have done for me. They waited for me to catch up and then scheduled the next one when I was around. Do you understand how sweet that is to me? Because I usually have the busy schedule. I'm usually the reason people can't do stuff. So I'm always like, no, it's okay, guys. Like, don't worry about waiting for me. Because then they're just going to be waiting for, like, ever. So it's like, it's not fair. But they waited anyways for me to catch up and then made sure they scheduled the next one when I could be there. And it was really sweet to me, actually. So now I'm, like, really committed to watching with the group. I refuse to watch outside of the group. Other than the movie. I watched, what's it called? I watched these, like, 2 little episodes that we weren't going to watch as a group anyways on my own. Because I wanted to see more of Levi's backstory. And I was told that I was allowed to within the time frame that we were doing. Anyways, moral of the story, I love my friends. I don't want to, like, spoil anything, right? just in case any of you guys haven't watched it and you want to, but like there's this one line, I think in season 2, episode 6, that is just so funny to me and my friend Fee that we have been giggling about it back and forth to each other since it like came up yesterday. It's become like a vocal stim for the two of us. It is so funny to me. I don't know why it's so entertaining. I think it's just like how casually the line is delivered that makes it so funny to me. But I can't. It's so good, chat. This is my like, you should watch Attack on Titan if you haven't already, if you're okay with like gory animes. I told my dad that I've been watching it. And he told me that I needed to watch what's it called? Evangelion next. Cuz Evangelion was also pretty gory, and I think he was kind of hesitating on recommending it to me cuz he didn't know if it would be my thing cuz it was kind of gory. But like I've been kind of tapped into gory animes lately, I'm not gonna lie to you. I think I can handle them now. I'm locked. I'm ready, I'm prepared. Okay, hang on, let me go back in really quick. Where's this layer? Here we go. We're gonna recolor the... Oh. No, we're not actually. I'm just gonna go over like that. There we go. Chat, we are wrapping this attack up. We're actually low-key locked. We're gonna finish it today. Can I get hashtag proud of youth in? Getting my 3rd attack in, guys. They call me the buzzer beater. This is going to change the tides. My team will come out on top. My efforts will make a difference. Sweet like candy on... Round high. Remember when this was like a really big song on TikTok, y'all? Lightning in a bottle. I can't let you go now that I got it. Is to be struck by your electric love. That feels too dark almost. I want to make it a little more like brown. Whoa. I don't know what the hell I just did there, but I did something. Louder and louder. Baby, you're like... There we go. That's good. I'm satisfied with that. You made it. You found a slightly stale croissant. Ooh. Parasite. It's a good one. Ooh, I'll keep that in mind. Baby, your electric love. Electric love. Ba-da-da-da-da-da. Hey, let me make that darker. Sorry, I forgot about that part. Oopsies. Ba-da-da-da-da-da. Were any of you... Okay, hang on. I talked about it earlier. How many of you guys were Warrior Cats kids? I was such a big Warrior Cat kid. I freaking loved Feathertail. Oh my Shayla. You deserve the world. I was such a big Warrior Cats kid. I don't remember like when exactly I like fell out of it, But I remember I would get, like, every book. I always had a book in my bag that was Warrior Cats. I would make my friends role play it at recess. I was obsessed, y'all. Like, I was obsessed. Now I'm insecure, and I care what people think. You still have the books, you just never had the full set of the third series? Ooh. It's, like, a series that, like, I really enjoyed it. I don't know if I could ever go back to reading it again. But I did really enjoy it. I low-key don't remember everything, though, is the thing. Because I read it so long ago. I read it when I was in elementary school. That I've blanked on so many of the details. Like, I have a rough, vague idea of the story. I also really fucked with Spotted Leaf, actually. I'm remembering this. I'm hashtag remembering everything. I'm tapping back into the Matrix. I loved Spotted Leaf. I remember I always wanted to be a medicine cat. Oh my god, yeah. I think there was a point in time where at recess one day, I chewed up a bunch of grass and then spit it out because I was trying to pretend to be a medicine cat. Thankfully, nobody let me put it on them. Good on them. But I was trying to be like a medicine cat. I feel like I vaguely remember this happening. Blurry face and I care what you think. My name's Blurry Face and I care what you think. Wish we could turn back time to the good old days when the mama sang us to sleep. You sometimes think about going back and rereading them, but you never do in case of nostalgia. See, there's some book series where I will go back for the nostalgia. Like, Percy Jackson, I've reread a few times for the nostalgia. Hunger Games, I've reread for the nostalgia a good few times. Maze Runner, obviously. I fucking love Maze Runner. God, I love that series. There's a good few that I've reread for nostalgia. I don't think I can ever bring myself to reread Warrior Cats nostalgia. Hello, Crow! Welcome in. Thank you so much for the follow. How are you doing today? How is your day going? I hope it is going so awesome. We are currently working on attacking. Let me get their username again. We are attacking the Artful Stoppy right now with their character Julia Shinnick, who is a fox hybrid witch. We are almost done, actually. We are locked the fuck in. I'm just kind of coloring the line art. Hang on, we're almost done. But I hope you're doing awesome, Crow. Hello! Dream Girl by Shiny. Okay. I'm sensing you're on a shiny run right now. Tears written on the doorway. Why can't everyone just go away? Ami's like my #1 K-pop enthusiast. There we go. Dude, I can start to feel it in my back. I've been hunched over doing this. My poor posture. Nope. Whoa. Oh, this is kind of cute song, actually. I like this. Well done, Ami. This is a very good song. I fuck with it. There we go. I think that's it. Let me just do like a background really fast. What's like a color? I feel like the blue actually could be a fun like background just for the contrast. Hang on. Yeah, the blue. Let me fix this. Pause. Ah! There we go. Bang! Bang! Let me have a little bit of fun over here. Because I loved her so dearly. Because I adore drawing her so. Yay! Let me take off the reference really quick so we can... Bang. The cutie pie ever. Okay. With that, oh my god, it's 10:14. I have work tomorrow. Oops. I did not mean to stay locked in this long. Okay, let's see. Who am I gonna send you guys over to? Okay, chat. I am gonna go. Okay, I bugged Seta so much. Actually, okay, no. We're not gonna raid Seta. I have never gotten the chance to really raid Juan because we are never live at the same time. I'm gonna go send you over to my dear friend Juan. He is playing Pokemon Champions right now. Please go show Juan so much love. Juan is genuinely so incredible. Very, very lovely person. Very sweet. I've gone to so many cons with him. For everyone who is new today, who has enjoyed the stream, please do consider joining the Discord. It's the easiest way to keep up with any of my content, anything I'm doing, anytime. I will be live on Saturday, guys, at 9 a.m. PST for, what's it called? I will be live on Saturday at 9 a.m. PST for the Quiz Live, which is a Minecraft quiz show. I am so scared and so excited at the same time. And yeah, I will see you all then. Please go show Juan so much love. Bye! Have an amazing day or night wherever you are, and I will see you guys all on Saturday.